What do you think when you see a woman with natural hair? What's the first thought that comes to mind?
Intelligence.
Intelligence, why?
I don't know. Because normally you don't see too many like slow-minded natural hair women. Honestly,
Are we woke? Are we woke? Is that what it is?
That's my first reaction.
Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel. So OMG loves, I went to CurlFest 2017 and it was so lit. Yes, it was amazing. CurlFest is an annual event hosted by the Curly Girl Collective, which is a collective of 5 beautiful, intelligent, smart, sophisticated, ambitious, motivated young ladies. Let's see if I can get all their names. Tracy, Gia, Melody, Simone, and Charisse. So these ladies put on this festival. This year going was my 3rd year, but they've had it for 4. And the 2nd year, I was asked to host a curl chat where I sat out on the grass and I did a little curl chat. The 3rd year, I was asked to do a curl chat again, and that one was with Dove. And this year, I was asked by Shea Moisture to go to their booth and kick it with them for a little bit. So let me just tell you a little bit about CurlFest. If you've never been to CurlFest, you probably will arrive and be completely overwhelmed because maybe you didn't know that many black people with natural hair existed. Yes, in New York, in Brooklyn, New York, in Prospect Park, Brooklyn, New York, CurlFest literally shuts it down. There are so many people there, and I thought that there was so many people the first year I went. Then the 2nd year I went, which was their 3rd year, I thought there were so many people that time I went. This year, which was the 4th year, I mean, there had to be at least 30,000 people there. I mean, it was lit. That place was ram, okay? There were so many people there. So my plan when going to CurlFest is always to meet up with my cousins. We always set up a blanket on the grass and we bring snacks and food and we just kind of have a good time. My cousins know that when I go to CurlFest, I'll be working, so they do their thing, they go looking around, and I come back and forth as I'm doing whatever it is I'm doing. So I really did have a good time. My goal as the editor-in-chief of KinkyCurlyCoilyMe was to interview people. I wanted to interview men, I wanted to interview single women, I wanted to interview mothers, and overall I wanted to just create a vlog so that I could share with everybody who's watching my channel of my experience in hopes of encouraging you and motivating you to come to CurlFest next year, whether you live in New York or not. Get yourself a plane ticket, get yourself a hotel room, and you need to make it out here because CurlFest is really an amazing event. This is my love, Lanika. She came all the way from Trinidad and she got me a really nice gift. I really appreciate you. I also, in addition to coming and working and doing stuff, I knew I was going to meet a lot of my loves, and I think that's part of what makes CurlFest and a lot of these events the most fun for me, is because I get the opportunity to meet all of you, which is really awesome because the excitement and the joy that you guys experience when you meet me is one that I don't think you could really describe. It's so hard to describe that feeling, but it feels brand new every single time when someone yells my name, or the sound of the yell, it's more like Jenell, like they're so happy to have found me in a sea of, you know, beautiful melanin. And when that happens, it just makes me feel so happy. I give hugs, I give kisses, I love the babies, and it's awesome. And then in addition to that, I get to meet a lot of my blog friends or colleagues in the space.
Yeah, so lifestyle blog for men. focusing on everything from tech.
For black men or all men?
All men, but with a special focus for black men.
Okay.
So we go into hair care, going into beard care for textured hair, not that straight shit that come out perfect. Everything from tech to dating advice to like recipes on food and all that.
Where can people find this website?
ManCrushMondays.com.
Oh, holla! I love meeting up with them because usually we just only communicate via social media. So when we're all in the same space and we get to like kick it, even if it's for just a couple of seconds, because our loyal fans and supporters are wanting to get our attention, I still appreciate it because it's our opportunity to finally say hey and like, you know, love up on each other. So needless to say, because there were so many people there, I didn't get as many interviews as I thought I would, but I did get some, and my goal is to bring those interviews for you in upcoming videos. So please stay tuned. Please, please, please stay tuned. And while I have this amazing award-winning celebrity stylist, can you please Also at CurlFest, there's lots of celebrities there. Unfortunately for me, this time, I did not get to meet that many. Last time, I believe I met 2. On the way out, I met Malik Yoba, but y'all know Malik Yoba, right? From New York Undercover. Okay, I'm aging myself, but I really didn't get the opportunity to take a photo with him. And if that's something that you're looking forward to, like you want to meet celebrities, it's great to do that at CurlFest because they come out and they're just accessible. Like, they're just out there and they're there. And also there's lots of brands. Like I said, I was working with Shea Moisture for this event, but there's brands. There's Camille Rose was there, Cream of Nature was there, Tropic Isle was there. I didn't get to go around the entire perimeter because this year there was more vendors than there's ever been, ever. I didn't get to see all of the vendors, but those were the few that I remember like passing by that were near the area. And it was really awesome because for me as a black woman who's also an entrepreneur, who started my business 7 years ago, I started my business and I remember finding out about Curly Girl Collective. I'm not sure if they started in 2010 when I did or if it was a year before or so, but it was generally around the same time. So to see them tap into something 4 years ago, say, hey, we're gonna do this festival, we're gonna bring black women out, we're gonna have this natural, this celebration of natural living, of black beauty, of women, and we're gonna do this and see where it goes. And now, you know, 4 years later, for it to be this big and this huge and to bring out so many people, to bring out so many sponsors, to bring out so, you know, men are there. There's so many men there. There's families, singles, and the music is lit. Like, the music is always great. People are dancing, having a good time, really enjoying themselves. It's one of those things where it's destination, right? You plan for this. You know you're gonna go to CurlFest. You put it on your calendars. And let me say this. So technically CurlFest is a ticketed event. You're supposed to go on. You're supposed to RSVP. I believe the tickets are actually free, but there's a cap, right? But honey, let me tell you, the United States was like, bump your cap. The park is open. I'm showing up, okay? And I'm showing up looking good too. There was way more people than was on that RSVP, and clearly their Curly Girl Collective was really humbled by the experience. But what I'm thinking might have to happen is they're either gonna have to do like what Afro Punk did. If you guys know about Afro Punk, used to be free, used to be open. I've never been. I'm only telling you the stories that I've heard. These are the tales of the streets. Used to be free, used to be open to the public, and then of course as it became so big and just natural, when you're a business, the goal is to make money, they had to start closing it off to the public and selling tickets. And you know, that's what they've done. I really do see that that is something that CurlFest is gonna have to do, because you cannot contain 30,000 people, 40,000 people in an open space. And granted, they don't know that that many people are coming. I'm sure when they're getting their permits, they don't know that that many people are coming. History is going to supersede what their expectations are. You know, even if they say they're not getting that many people, the park is going to know that many people are coming, and it's going to have to be blocked off, barricaded. It's going to have enough security to make sure that everyone is safe in that environment. It's going to just have to be staffed appropriately, because right now it's open. Everyone's just coming in and coming out, and it's beautiful because our community, at least for 4 years, has shown we can respectfully congregate, get together, and not have no damn drama. Like, it's beautiful to see that. Like, I've not heard about one near fight, one near argument, no shooting, none of that. And I am not speaking this into existence at all, but this is a reality. When you go to events that are this big, things happen. And this is one of those events that this type of stuff does not follow it. And that's because this event is blessed and this event is protected. But you got to make sure that you take proper measures to make sure that you can continue to maintain this level of safety. Okay? Shout out to you, Curly Girl Collective, for putting on an amazing event, an event that I love, that I preach about, that I'm always going to attend as long as I'm able. I would have to be sick or out of town for something really, really important, although I seem to plan things around this event. But for the most part, I love this event. I'm so proud of you ladies, and I cannot wait for next year. If you have not already thumbs up this video, please do give this video a thumbs up. Like, come on, show me some love. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. All you gotta do is hit the subscribe buttons, and while you're there, turn on the notifications, that little bell. That way you'll actually be notified when I put out videos versus finding it randomly, because YouTube has been acting a little bit weird with people these days. And of course, I love you for watching. Bye.